and you'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Mint candies were first introduced in Britain in 1790 and were initially used to soothe indigestion. Later, their breath-freshening qualities were discovered, and they became known as breath mints. Out of consideration for their co-stars, actors often suck on a mint or two before shooting a romantic scene. Bad breath can be a real scene spoiler in the movies and in everyday life. They make these tablet-style mints in various colors and flavors. For a lime-flavored mint, ingredients include sorbitol, a sugar-free sweetener, magnesium stearate, which acts as a binder, and lime oil for that refreshing flavor. They load measured amounts of the ingredients into a V-shaped blender. They'll be producing a 136-kilogram batch, which will yield 600,000 mints. That green stuff is a premix of color and oil. He screws the lid tightly onto the blender. It tumbles the ingredients for 45 minutes. The magnesium stearate begins to bind the various elements. Then they mix blue and yellow pigment to produce a vibrant green one. The pigment is a booster to enhance the green color of the mint and reflect the lime flavor of the candies. After one more spin in the blender, the mixture is ready to be pressed. It flows out of the blender and into a big bin. Once the bin is full, they deliver it to the tablet pressing machine. Here, they scoop the mix into 2 hoppers that have sieves on top. The sieves screen out any large clumps. The rest of the mix falls into the rotary tablet press. This is actually the same kind of machine that the pharmaceutical industry uses for making pills. It spins in a blur to punch out 1,800 tablets a minute. They slow the press to a crawl to give us a close-up look. The granulated mixture flows in metered amounts into dies in the rotating wheel. Upper and lower punches meet in the dies to compress the mint candy ingredients. This fuses the mixture into hard tablets. After the compression, the lower punches rise and eject the candies. The mints and the excess powder fall down a chute. At the actual speed, the machine churns out dozens of mints faster than you can blink an eye. The tablets and all that excess powder now flow into a perforated cylinder. As the cylinder rotates, the powder flies out of the holes and into the trough below. This is known as de-dusting. The mint candies, minus most of the excess powder, spill out into a container. Next, the mints ride a revolving table. This is a tablet counting system. As the mints exit the table, light sensors count out a preset amount of mints for packaging, in this case, 72 mints. A worker moves tins into position below the hoppers to capture the mints. This kind of tin has been used since the 1920s to contain mints. It has a sliding lid that makes it easy to open, but once closed, it contains them tightly, preventing spillage. Now it's over to the shrink wrap department. Machinery drops a plastic sleeve onto each tin as it rides by and under a leveling bracket. The tins then travel through an oven, where a blast of heat softens the plastic sleeves, causing them to shrink to the tins. They emerge securely sealed and ready for retail. Today, mints can come in exotic shapes, like these wine bottle mints. They can be custom made for any occasion. Because, after all, most occasions call for fresh breath.